Welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. Today we got a request from a subscriber. WCW's War Games DVD review. WCW's most notorious matches. Want to thank all the subscribers for sending in your suggestions recently. If you guys have any suggestions on any reviews you would like to see, make sure you drop a comment down below. Let's get right into this, guys, because this is a pretty good set overall. It's one of my favorites and least favorites at the same time. I absolutely love the packaging on this. You got that matte finish with a kind of Polaroid picture on the front there. Nice shot from 1998. You got Stevie Ray and Warrior on one side, along with DDP, Bret Hart, and a few others. Really cool. I love this set. Really nice spine. Alternate spine. I don't think we show those enough. Only a 6-hour runtime with this one. Very disappointing. You could have put that on 2. This is a 2013 release, so it's only been out about 5 years. I think my main complaint with this one is it's just too short. I mean, you're giving up 3 hours a disc, or an hour a disc. I really think they could have beefed this up a bit with some, extra interviews or some segments from Nitro or Thunder that were, building up to these matches. So we got, for decades, superstars have sworn allegiances at Survivor Series, confronted the chaos of the Royal Rumble, and braved harsh steel of Hell in a Cell. But before this, there was only one match designed to wreak the ultimate havoc on all who dared to enter WCW's most infamous innovation, War Games. Now, for the first time on DVD, own all the greatest battles from inside the multi-cage combat zone. The mind behind the mayhem, WWE Hall of Famer Dusty Rhodes takes you inside the most famous creation, presenting punishing matches featuring Flair and the Four Horsemen, Sting, NWO, Luger, Road Warriors, and many more. Then they list several matches there. Interior artwork, very, very nice. I love this. You got a classic shot there from one of the early War Games, probably 86, 87. Same here, Dusty Rhodes and Ole Anderson or Arn Anderson there. Disc art is all fairly similar. We got this, war theme going on with the camouflage colors. You got green and white, and green and white again, a lot of green and white. You do have a match listing behind the discs, which I'm not really a fan of. Okay, there we go. So it starts off with the Great American Bash, 1987. So originally the War Games went on tour. It wasn't like a one-off kind of thing. During the months of, or the earlier years in 1987, the NWA, Jim Crockett, WCW, whatever we're calling it here, took the War Games on tour. So there were several of these matches within a month or so period. And if I can find it quick. So in 1987 here, you could see tour highlights. You know, so they went from July 2nd through the 31st of 87. These are just highlights here. This isn't, you know, complete match cards, but just give you a brief idea that Great American Bash wasn't a one-off thing. They were touring. So the first match here, we got the Road Warriors, Dusty Rhodes, Nikita Koloff, and Paul Ellering versus Ric Flair, Lex Luger, Arn Anderson, Tully, and J.J. Dillon. Next up here, we got the Road Warriors, Dusty, Nikita, and Paul Ellering again versus Flair, Luger, Arn, Tully, and the War Machine. Next, we got the Road Warriors, Dr. Death, Ron Garvin, and Jimmy Garvin versus Kevin Sullivan, Mike Rotundo, El Perez, Russian Assassin, and Ivan Koloff. And these would be Great American Bash staples through the mid to late 80s. Next up here, we got the Dusty, Lex Luger, Nikita, Dr. Death, and Paul Ellering versus Flair, Barry Windham, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, and J.J. Dillon, 1988. Then we have 89, the Road Warriors, the Midnight Express, and Dr. Death versus the Fabulous Freebirds and the Samoan SWAT team. And, you know, these matches are really fun to watch, but they are kind of repetitive. And my main gripe about this is that, you know, once all the guys entered, the match was pretty much over in a couple of minutes. So if you guys are unfamiliar how the match works, it goes, you know, the first 5 minutes, 2 guys enter, and then every couple minutes, another guy enters. Disc 2, we got Ric Flair and Sid Vicious, Barry Windham and Larry Zbyszko versus Sting, Pillman, and the Steiners, Wrestle War 91. Sting Squadron versus the Dangerous Alliance from Wrestle War 92, one of the better War Games. Then this became a Fall Brawl exclusive match. We got Sting, Davey Boy Smith, Dustin Rhodes, and the Shockmaster versus Sid Vicious, Vader, and Harlem Heat. And 94, we got Dusty Rhodes, Dustin Rhodes, and the Nasties versus Terry Funk, Arn Anderson, Bunkhouse Buck, and Colonel Robert Parker. Disc 3, some of the stuff I like to watch. We got, you know, the Hogan, Savage, Luger, and Sting versus Kamala, the Zodiac, the Shark, and Meng. Then we got the NWO, Hogan, Hall, and Nash, and a mystery partner versus Flair, Arn, Luger, and Sting. Here we got Nash, Bagwell, Six, and Conan versus the Four Horsemen. Kurt Hennig ends up turning on the Four Horsemen, joining the NWO. War Games 98 was a teams of 3, WCW, Hollywood, NWO, and Wolfpack. With the winner getting a shot at Goldberg at the Halloween Havoc. So DDP ends up winning here. And War Games 2000 on Monday Nitro. This would be a triple cage match, not a traditional War Games match. Sting, Booker T, Goldberg, and Chronic versus Kevin Nash, Jeff Jarrett, Scott Steiner, and the Harris Brothers. Very good match selection. But again, it's very short at 6 hours. It could have been a lot longer. Let me know your thoughts on this one, guys. Share some of your favorite War Games memories. We'll talk to you later. Peace.